Hello and welcome to the first of the solid drums video tutorials. Though tutorials is probably too grand a word for what's actually going to happen here. But anyway, these are for the KSP plugins for solid drums, and as you can see, we're in our DAW, which in this case is DAW, depending on how you want to say it. For us is traction. We have a track here with Kontakt 3 already loaded up. And a little bit of a very small MIDI track happening. But in any case, let's get straight into Kontakt 3. We're just using one of our standard kits from Solid Drums, Ian's kit. Hi there, Pilkey, if you're watching. Excuse me. Alright, so here we are inside Solid Drums, Ian's kit, and SD Phrase Player DAW version, DAW version, and there are three tabs: a kick tab, a snare tab, and a hat tab. And for each of these, there are 8 phrases associated to it. So, in kick phrase 1, you just start putting stuff in. So I want something on the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 3, like that. And we can go to the second one, and you can load any of the previously loaded ones. So we will load pattern 1, and we get the same thing. Pattern 3, and we load pattern 1 into it, and that's what's happening. And for the rest of them, I've actually added in a few previously just to save us the time. Same thing for the snares. That's a pretty standard looking snare with a little bit of slight differences rolling in there, and the same sort of thing for the hats. Okay, so outbound note, if we're doing a learn for hats, and we want the hats to play on this note, 36 by the looks of things. Snares are going to play on note 29, and the kicks on 24, which is the standard layout for a solid drums structure. But of course, you could use this on any drum library that you've got with any kit that you've got. So that's that bit. Let's just hide that because it's prepped and ready. And what this is really looking for is any input note. So every time there's an input note comes in via MIDI into this, it will look and see if it's the first 16th, it will choose one of these phrases for kick, snare, and hat. And then if there's a note to be played for it, it will play it. So back over here in solid drums, in traction, you'll see that we have a 1-bar loop with a C5 happening on every single 16th. So every 16th, Kontakt will get a C5 note. This KSP plugin will get it and will play it as required. So let's just go ahead and start. So press space and we just start playing, and as you'll hear as we go through each loop iteration of the pattern here, that will choose new phrases to play. Oops, that's me adding one just for laughs. Let me get rid of that. Okay, off we go. And you can hear that the phrase player is just choosing very slightly different phrases to play each time through. And you can extend this, of course, this loop to cover more than 1 bar. Let's just make this a little smaller. You can do this for as many bars as you want, of course. And we'll just copy it across there and move our loop point further down, and off we go. Now, one of the things, of course, here that's quite useful to do is that we can now start taking out stuff. So we take out all those interim sort of note things, and we just end up with the 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can, even take these out if you want, and you end up with this kind of blank spot. Or add them back in as you feel free. And there you go. That's really more or less all that's happening in here. We're just randomly choosing one of these phrases each time through. And we can speed up and slow down with our DAW. So let's do some of that. Let's just change the tempo of this thing from 120 down to 90. And press play again. And that's what you get.